You're listening to 2.5 Men Podcast. This is our podcast.
Hey Colin, you're pretty darn skinny.
Well, Daniel, you're pretty bloody fat.
We are unhealthy, yes we are talking smack. Listen to our podcast, we are 2.5 Men for your shits and gigs.
Hello and welcome to our podcast. I'm Kylan. This is Daniel.
I'm Daniel, yes.
We're 2.5 Men, and welcome to our new podcast. Daniel, you want to tell everyone?
This is our very first 37th podcast. We filmed this about... How many times have we filmed this?
Oh,
I reckon we've done... This is our fourth.
No, I think it's our fifth.
Fifth.
Yeah.
We're losing count. This is our first official podcast, though. We've filmed it a few times, and look, we've changed the ring up to it a bit, and we think it's going to be a bit better now.
We started off on the kitchen table.
I just got a toe cramp. Oh, those things are the worst.
I just had a crack.
Yeah.
That sounded really good. Yeah, this is it started off on our kitchen.
And then we just had the chairs.
Well, my kitchen table.
Yeah, his kitchen table. Then just had the chairs, and then we got ourselves a Callux.
Callux? Yep. No one knows what a Callux is. It's
This is a Callux.
Yeah, this is a Callux from IKEA.
So you've probably guaranteed 100% got one sitting in your house and you don't know what it is. Now you know what it's called, a Callux. And the best thing about the Callux, you can get all these different attachments to put in there. They've got drawers. Oh.
Great, Daniel.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a
really
geek.
good.
I'm a bit of a geek for the Callux.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to IKEA, it's because I'm buying an accessory for my Callux.
You might be wondering why we're called 2.5 Men, and I'll just tell you why we're 2.5 Men. Some people might know, but most don't. So we're 2.5 Men because Daniel here, he takes up 2 men because he's so fat, and I take up half because I'm anorexic.
Yes. I think eating food is better than not eating food, though, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I beg to differ. We're polar opposites, so... No, I don't know. No, but in our podcast, we don't want anyone to be offended. We're not trying to offend any of you. We're just trying to offend each other.
Yeah.
Really.
So if you do get offended, what do we say to people that get offended, Kylan? Well, no, we won't say anything to you in the podcast because we won't know that you're offended.
Yeah.
You'll know that you're offended. But,
yeah, but if you are, I just say take a teaspoon of cement and harden up.
Yeah.
No, what did you think I was going to say that?
No, I wasn't expecting that, but I'm more like, you can just push your mouse to the top of the screen and click that little X.
You can click the X.
Sometimes you accidentally
Or if you
click
really
down
want, you can scroll down and it's red and it says subscribe.
Yeah, that
and
one.
then you can go to the right and it's a little bell. You click on that.
Click the bell so
you can click the bell so you get notifications.
We can give you your daily week of. I'm so
weekly
confused.
dose of 2.5 Men. It's
I
only
was
once a
I
week.
was trying to say that, and I was like, weekly. Kylan said it. Weekly dose of 2.5
Weekly
Men.
dose. It's not daily.
No relation to the TV show whatsoever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
For copyright reasons, we have no relation.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. Well, not really for copyright reasons.
If 2.5 Men do try and sue us, give it your best shot.
Yeah, we've got no lawyers, so if they send us an email, we are changing the name that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No joke.
We're not even
Literally instantly changing
It's going to be changed straight away, and we don't even have a second name planned.
No,
it's
we
going to
don't.
be so depressing when they're like, "Oh, please."
We're gonna probably just be nameless. We'll be like,
the nameless.
Hi,
podcast.
you're listening to and welcome to our podcast.
Crazy
anyway.
times now, though, isn't it? We just got out of lockdown. We were in a 7-day lockdown in Adelaide, which it wasn't too bad. But after day 3, I discovered I had 2 brothers. Yeah, I had to talk to them, but I actually had a family. I didn't even know that.
Oh right.
Yeah.
My family don't talk to me, so I don't really know. Lockdown. Just come out of it. 7 days. It was quite relaxing.
All because of COVID. And you watch the press conferences and it's really long lines at all of these testing sites. Why aren't people doing at-home COVID testing.
Yeah.
I don't get.
You have a method.
Yeah, the at-home COVID testing is so easy. What you do is you chuck one finger underneath your nose and you shove the other finger up your ass. And then you switch them. If you can't smell it, you probably have COVID. But sometimes that's inconclusive, you know?
Yeah, you need
so
to,
you have to do the
double
other
check,
method. You stick one finger up your ass and you stick the other one in your mouth and you do the switcheroo. And if you can't taste it, you definitely have COVID. So you need to go and get tested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Yeah, it's what you do. You know, no Medicare involved, nothing. It's at home.
Yeah, that's right.
You can even do it for your...
I don't think it costs anyway.
Well, you can do it for your kids as well. You just, one finger up there.
Yeah, my uncle used to do that to me.
Was it a COVID test?
He told me it was some type of test.
Name and shame the uncle.
I was going to go on to say a name, and then I was like, no, I better not. I have like 10 uncles. So
Yeah. So Sapo, if you're listening, he's got 10.
yeah, every single one did it. No, they told me it was a prostate check. I was only 3, so I don't understand.
Don't do it to your kids then. Do it to your nephews.
Yeah, so New South Wales have it bad at the moment. What was it, 200 and something?
They had over 200 cases. And do you see that guy, John Bernard? You know John Bernard? The guy who's been guessing the case numbers.
His name's not John Bernard, is it?
It's John Bernard.
Are you taking it?
It's John Bernard.
You know that's my name. That's the fake name I use.
Get lost. Get lost. I'm looking it up now to see if it's John Bernard.
I'm full.
Yeah,
taking
that's
it.
That's in that podcast.
Like Cheryl, I have two fake names that I use. Just when people are in the car and I'll drive past someone walking, and if it's a girl, I'll be like, oh, that's Cheryl Brzezinski, and that's my female name, and I'll just pretend to know her. And then my male name is John Bernard, and I can't believe, is his name actually John Bernard? I didn't think there was a John Bernard ever.
Oh, it's John K something.
Oh, so it's not John Bernard.
No, it is. Oh.
He stopped doing it now though, because the government told him not to.
Let's look it up on Google.
Riots are going pretty crazy in
He
New
was
South
at one
Wales.
of the riots. He spoke at one of them.
In favour of the riot.
Yeah, he was like full speaking at it, and he lost like so many subscribers and stuff.
Yeah, I would unfollow him.
Yeah, well, a lot of people did. But what's his name? I've got it here. I'm about to click on it. TikTok comedian. Little bit of a stretch, I reckon. John Bernard. Oh, it's his first name. His first name is like John-Bernard. K Zora. I don't know how to say it.
There you go.
There you go. So
pretty close.
Very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, but go on about the riots, yeah?
The riots are just out of control. Wasn't there another one today?
Well, I saw that they made a ring of steel around the town.
Yeah, 1,000 cops.
Yeah.
They put on.
Surprising they could find that many.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't want to be a cop in Victoria, the hippie state of Australia. New South Wales, sorry.
Well, they're both.
Well, they're in both.
Yeah, I was going to say the hippie state is Melbourne, where you get
it's Melbourne.
You get your oak cappuccino with 3 sugars. Oat milk. Oh, I just said a tree. It's like, why is there a tree in my coffee?
I love drinking trees.
Vegans?
No, it is oat. But they just seem to take it out on like the cops and stuff. Like, did you see that the cops bringing in like their horses and stuff, and like them throwing like pots and shit at them?
Yeah.
Oh, it's mental. That's all I had to say about it. But
Yeah. Horses. I don't
it's
get
interesting. The vegans wouldn't be happy about that.
But I don't get why can't
they?
they just like use normal things like those motor things that the Oz Post now use? Have you seen those?
Oh yeah.
The cops just riding around on there. That would be funny.
I saw this cop just like get covered in ink.
I saw that, and then he was shaking hands with
and
the
then he
riders.
walked up to someone and shook their hand.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'd pull out my gun. What did you just tell me?
Doesn't work like that, Kylan.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Yeah, that was a joke, by the way. Just
what?
That about you taking out the gun. If anyone's listening, we don't have guns in here.
We're in Australia. We're not allowed to.
Speaking of shooting, have you seen that the Americans were like leading the tally?
Yeah, well, they train at the best schools.
But you know what really annoys me?
I thought they were losing.
No, they were winning to start off with. Now Russia's coming up on top. They produce the best guns, you know.
Yeah, right.
But what they do, America, they tally the score differently at the Olympics. So every other country does it by gold medal and then silver and bronze. They just do total medal count. So they're always winning.
They're always winning because they have the most competitors ever.
They're always. It's so unfair. I feel like they do that on
just
purpose.
It's very silly, and I don't know. I just love that in the riots in New South Wales, like all the people there, like I get some of them, they just don't want to be in lockdown or whatever. Yeah. But like it's just kind of making it worse in my opinion.
Of course, yeah.
Which is a bit silly, but like it annoys me the people that are like, oh, you know, the government they're conspiring together and it's it's all fake, mate. The fucking government don't even fill in the potholes down my street, and you're saying that they can conspire and make this global pandemic.
That is so true. So they got like rains a little bit, my whole street's flooded. Yeah. I think it's right.
They don't even have a good drainage system. Apparently, we're injecting people with microchips.
No, I reckon this is all a conspiracy to recharge the birds. That is so true. That's so true.
Yeah.
People that think that is actually so true. Yeah. Anyway. Reconsider, you know? I don't even think the government's skilled enough to... You have a look at the people that are in politics definitely. And you're telling me that these people are smart enough to like make a new world order. No.
It's impossible.
It's got to be impossible.
I'm not sure about North Korea though. They might. Because I don't know what happens there.
Yeah, no one knows what happens there. No, they just like publicly...
You can go there.
They publicly execute anyone that has COVID, so they have no COVID cases.
Weren't they getting all the dogs to eat?
Yeah,
at one point because they were running out of food.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you have to give us your dog or pay $200.
How they got COVID there, because no one goes there.
Someone probably threw it over the demilitarized zone. It's like catapult.
Probably South Korea have it in guns.
They just
shooting the coronavirus.
No, bats.
It's like a grenade launcher, but instead of when the grenade explodes, it's like a smoke grenade, and it's just got COVID.
It's the Delta variant because it's very airborne.
Makes it worse.
It's very airborne. Yeah. No, COVID hasn't been good.
Are they in a lot of debt? North Korea.
I've got no idea about their financial status. I know they have a nice stadium.
I don't understand how communist states can are in so much debt, though. Because if everyone hardly gets any money and everything just goes to the government, then wouldn't it be better?
I don't know. They probably don't even... Well, technically, in a utopic communist society...
It would work well.
Well, no, in a utopic communist society, there's no currency. Currency is non-existent. In a utopic communist society.
Oh, yeah, because... Yeah, that's true.
It's non-existent.
There's no currency at all, yeah.
So communist has, like, to its fullest potential, never existed. And it never should.
Yeah, but it's impossible to do well, no matter what. Communism will never ever work. But
it's
the way it's written,
too much greed.
That's right. Yeah. But the way it's written down, if everyone actually did it properly,
yeah, true,
it would actually be good.
But I don't get why.
Because everyone's kind of helping each other. Everyone gets enough for themselves.
Yeah.
No one's poor. No one's extremely rich.
Well, say that's
it evens out. Apart from Kim Jong-un.
Well, try explaining that to the Romanians in 1983.
What happened to them?
USSR. No, I don't get why if I go to Dimmicks and I go buy the Communist Manifesto, it costs me $12. Like, they should really practice what they preach and see how well it works. They should, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
You know? I just don't get it. It blows my mind.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's no Capitalist Manifesto. That's probably just one of Donald Trump's books. The Capitalist Manifesto. He's the only businessman I could think of, you know? Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's a businessman. He's just from that
Barack
TikTok
Obama.
song. Barack Obama, president. Yes.
Anyway, our sponsor here at 2.5 Men, I'll just give a little shout out because we do have a sponsor here at 2.5 Men, and it is High Street Cafe.
They got us as Colox.
They did get us as Colox. And it is High Street Cafe, Kensington. SA. So get across there if you live in South Australia when you're in Adelaide, and head across there.
Good coffee as well.
Yeah.
Good coffee, good
As
friends,
they say,
good
it's
atmosphere.
good friends, good coffee, good atmosphere.
Yeah, no,
so it is quite good.
And if you do go there, is it sausage and egg muffin? The sausage,
Sausage and egg muffin.
It's
you
the
can't
best.
call it a Mick muffin.
Yeah,
even though the owner's Mick, you can't call it a Mick muffin.
Oh,
You could say Mick.
he should
muffin.
call it the McMuffin. Oh, that is not a bad idea. If he does a date, I'm gonna suggest that to him. The McMuffin. That is a classy idea.
Yeah, it's actually not bad.
I'm gonna suggest it to him next time.
Next time we go in and talk more about our sponsorship.
Yeah, we'll say the McMuffin's coming out.
Yeah.
Maybe it can just be like a special deal with 2.5 men. Like it's just a normal sausage and egg McMuffin, muffin, but it's like the McMuffin.
Anyway, we'll be back right after this.
This program is proudly brought to you by High Street Cafe Kensington. Good friends, good coffee, and it's coffee made easy. Visit High Street Cafe Kensington.
Welcome back. That's our advertisement for High Street Cafe.
So
That's
big
sponsoring the program.
Big thank you to
them.
High Street Cafe.
If you do, they do have a quick deal just quickly. If you do share this video and then at 2 people in there, we'll randomly pick a person to get 10% off over at the cafe, and a couple other people get a free coffee. So get on that. It's a good little deal.
Support local business.
Yeah, that's right. We support local businesses here at 2.5 Men because we are one.
We don't have an ABN. We are not.
We don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we probably won't.
I do now because I'm joining Menulog as a driver. I had to
Menulog.
get one.
Oh my god.
Pretty quick turnaround.
Menulog as a driver.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in and they're just gonna be like, "Oh, table for 2." No, Menulog.
And they'll be
And they'll be like, "Oh, what's happened to you in life?
Centrelink not paying the bills.
What are you trying to steal?"
But people do get desperate with money.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, that's why people go on Gumtree.
I was going to say that, yeah. People are,
Yeah, actually.
I was actually going to say Gumtree is like big for people that do. I feel like Gumtree's either like, you know how they say, oh, one man's trash is another man's treasure? You know how they say that?
It's just trash.
Yeah, but I reckon like Gumtree is just like a way to escape dumping fees.
Yeah.
I
Guaranteed.
we like my family do that. We'll just chuck something on that can be dumped, and someone will pick it up because it's like one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yeah.
But you
Some guys are like, "Oh my god, I wouldn't mind that pallet." That one wooden pallet.
That's missing 3 things on it. Wow, this would go very well on my back wall.
Completely been soaked in water, sitting outside, completely just waterlogged.
And it's got that many splinter things on it that if you stand on it, your foot will just fall off.
Yeah, decapitated.
Can you decapitate a foot? Or can
I
you,
don't know.
I feel like you can only decapitate a head. I don't know.
Does it just mean like destroy it?
If Queen Elizabeth was here, she'd be able to tell us, Tower of London. You know, they used to cut people's heads off.
Oh
and put them on
no,
the
I
spikes,
wasn't clicking on, but makes sense.
Yeah.
I reckon she got thrills off of it.
Well,
I would too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind putting a cheeky bet on.
On the Queen.
No, like we'd probably be paying like 1 to every 150 on it not working the first time. Like
What, the beheading?
the beheading, like it not going, like actually chopping off his head first.
Oh,
$30 on that.
passive
See what
income.
the payback is?
Passive income.
Yeah.
It's like Gumtree, passive income. Well, there's TikToks that are around, it's like, oh, get $50 million right now or 1 cent a day. Choose
Then,
option B.
Have you seen
passive
them ads
income.
when you play games and it's like this chick is just, oh my god, I just made $150 playing solitaire.
It's like bullshit, you made $150 playing solitaire.
I wonder if you have to put money in.
I don't ever
You'd have to put money into it before you get money
But
back.
I don't even think the game Solitaire has generated over $150 in revenue. You can literally get it for free on the Microsoft. It comes installed into every computer.
Yeah, I know.
On the
Like the old bomb game.
Minesweeper, where I just used to click random buttons. I didn't
I
understand.
never understood how it worked.
No one understands that game.
Was there ever any like instructions on like?
No
like,
one
rules?
understands it. It's a game that no one will ever.
I've seen a few
understand.
people win it. Yeah, I was like, I respect you.
If they chucked,
No, I did see how it works.
how does it work?
So when it, because you know how it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I
Yeah.
think. I think that's at
Yeah,
most
I
4
think
or
that's what it
5.
is.
It's saying at 2, it means that there's a bomb 2 squares away from you.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would make
And
sense.
then 1, that's only 1 square away. And then bomb, oh, you're dead. And I think you get 3 lives or something, right?
Well, my life would end very quickly on that game.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I've never understood it. So, yeah.
You just have to make sure you cut the red wire every time if you're in that situation.
Cut the red wire. Is that for bombs?
Yeah.
It's
always a red wire. It can never be a different one.
Don't they have robots that do that?
No, they've gone back to humans. Too unreliable.
Have you seen that robot that's been making 3 throws at the Olympics?
Yeah, he missed one the other day.
I was going to say that.
Shit robot.
Like Japan,
what are you doing, Tokyo?
Japan's the home of robots. Yeah, home of robots bullshit. Your robot can't even make a 3 throw. No, it was. To be fair, it was a half.
A 3 throw.
It was a half court shot.
Yeah, but he does like all the different ones.
Yeah. Well,
do you see him though? He gets it and he holds it there for like 10 seconds. Like he's got a programmer, and then he's like.
Yeah, but like...
And he holds his other hand up as if, just in case the ball's going to fall off, it's going to catch it.
But I love how it's not even like when you normally throw a basketball, not that I'm a genius in any sport, but normally like it's your whole arm, isn't it? It's your whole arm that moves. This thing is just like...
It's just its hand.
The hand. That's what annoys me the most.
No movement of the arm.
You know that Japan has like 9...
And there's no crowds to be like, oh, that's so amazing. It's just like him doing it, and then there's no one, and you hear a couple claps from the officials.
Do you reckon they have like some sponsor there? It's like Goodyear Tires sponsoring. It's like, if this robot makes it, he's going to make $5,000. Like the games. And then he misses.
There was some guy in the AFL that kicked the ball from 50, landed it in the tie and won like $50,000.
That's crazy.
You should have seen, like, everyone just went mental.
Didn't they had that in rugby as well, with a guy like did the bounce kick and it just went straight into the...
Have you seen that in the ice hockey in America? That grandma...
Is that where you got to get into that little hole at the bottom?
Tiny hole, just as big as the puck.
Oh, that
in the goal, they got to shoot it from halfway, and like not even taking a piss. It was like an 87-year-old grandma.
How much did she
walked
win?
out there and just hit it, went in, and everyone just went bunter.
Do you reckon she got a gig at the Olympics?
I would have just like slid on my stomach across the ice if I was her.
And fit in.
Broke all of her bones.
I thought you were like trying to say that you were going to try and slide into the hole yourself because you're so skinny.
Oh, I would, yeah. That's easy.
Yeah, that's easy.
For me.
Not for me, of course. I probably wouldn't even fit in the whole
fit in
goal.
the stadium.
Bit harsh.
Wouldn't even be able to go through the door.
Bit harsh.
Oh, well, facts don't have feelings, as Ben Shapiro said.
Ben Shapiro, yes. Yeah, people were like, Daniel, you like Ben Shapiro. It's like, no, I just think he's funny, you know?
Yeah.
You can think someone's funny and not like them, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, I get you. Get you, sis.
Yeah. But you've been watching the Olympics?
I have been watching the Olympics.
Yes, the Olympics is very, very enjoyable.
Because we're in lockdown during it, it's so much easier to watch. Yeah. And I support our country too. My girlfriend, she's just like, I go over to her house like after lockdown, and then the Olympics are on, and I stand out there watching the Olympics with like her dad or whatever, and then she just comes in like, what are you doing? Like let's go watch like Netflix or something. I was like, I want to like watch the Olympics, like really cool events on. Whatever. She's like, nah, it's so boring. Okay. Who do you go for? And then she's just like, Australia. Like, yeah, it's cool. And I'm like, you don't even support your own country. Like,
terrible.
You're not even watching it. If you don't watch your own country at least 5 events during the Olympics, all the way through, and watch it on replay at least 10 times, then you're not a true...
No, you should have your citizenship revoked.
Oh, I agree.
You should.
You should be a non-citizen of every country.
But the Olympics is always fun when it comes around. You know what annoyed me the most about the Olympics? What? It wasn't even the Olympics. All these Olympians having a sook about these anti-sex beds. You know the anti-sex beds?
Yeah, yeah.
Mine's been anti-sex for 17 years. So, like, you don't see me complaining, you know? Jump on your cardboard bed and be quiet, okay? Love how there's videos going around now on TikTok of people's beds being broken. If you piss the bed, you're
apparently
done.
some bloke pissed it. Yeah, but they just chuck another one in there.
Yeah. But how embarrassing!
But apparently they're actually not meant to be anti-sex.
Well, they only
because they're meant to be just like because they're recyclable and stuff.
But they only hold 200 kilos, so you know all those weightlifters. You know what are they sleeping on the floor? You know.
I'm pretty sure they'd make better ones for them.
Do they get like actual wooden ones? Yeah.
No, they just get thicker cardboard.
I wonder if robots made them. You know, Japan has 9 million robots. They have like the highest robot population. Maybe it's not.
They have the highest unemployment.
Do they actually?
They've got all them sushi trains. They would never have.
They've got a lot of.
And they've got whale catching too.
They've got a lot of COVID now though. Yeah.
Not in the Olympic part because they're in a bubble. They've had a few in the Olympic part. I think they've had 8.
Australia was about to go into quarantine. One of the teams. What team?
Yeah, that guy, but it was
Maybe-
false. It was false.
Oh, the
Negative test.
it
They
was
have to
the
do a
pole
COVID
vault-
test
the pole
every
vault
day.
guy. It was a
Every
pole
day
vault.
they have to do a COVID
They
test.
do like a spit into the tube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Funny stuff. The Olympics.
What do they do, sorry?
They spit into a tube.
Can you show me how to do it? Seemed like you were very,
I was about to do it. That's why I looked at you and laughed.
looks like you've had a lot of practice in
Shut up.
doing that.
Shut up. No, the Olympic. You know what the best thing about this Olympics is? You only got to wait 3 years for the next one. And now
Yeah.
Brisbane's hosting 2032.
My brothers are probably going to play. My brothers are in a band, Mackenzie band in the Gold Coast. So
And he thinks they're going to play there.
they're probably going to. They played at the announcement of it. So.
Oh yes, at the
When they announced
what's the
that they
casino?
were
The
having
Star
it.
Casino. They did a thing there.
Oh, it wasn't there. They've got residency at the casino, but
Yeah.
they just when they announced it in front of everyone, they were playing.
Were they?
Everyone, like in front of like the few government people. And
Oh, that's
a big
killer.
crowd. Yeah, pretty cool.
That is killer.
Not bad.
But I reckon you know how they hosted the the AFL Grand Final last year.
Yeah, Twilight.
Yeah, and you remember how Geronimo was Shepherd was playing? Yeah, they sung that song, but you know how Shepherd was playing?
Yeah.
Do you remember the production of that? How crazy it was?
I wasn't
It
even
was
watching it.
it was like next
I was in
level.
Europe.
Yeah, were you? No, you weren't.
Oh no, I wasn't.
Oh, I was in Europe during COVID. This guy.
No, I was year before. I don't count last year.
Yeah, I was in Europe as well when they had the other grand finals. I was just chilling in Edinburgh. But no, what I was saying,
Yeah, you go.
I reckon that was one of the craziest productions I've ever seen in an AFL grand final. Any sporting thing other than the Super Bowl in 1993 or something.
Yeah, mental that
when-
one was. I remember
Yeah,
that clearly.
No, I reckon that was like the Michael Jackson one where he like appeared on top of the. He like changed two places. He did like a magic act in
Yeah.
the thing where he appeared on top of the big screen.
Did you know? Sorry, a real sidetrack, like the Super Bowl like thing. YouTube was created because of the Super Bowl act, and one of the girls that was singing, I forget her name, but her boob came out. And this guy, everyone was wanting to see this video, so he created YouTube for everyone. So, because it was originally meant to be like kind of like a little porn type thing.
Was it actually?
It was
Well, are
originally,
you
but
just-
he put it on there for the whole world to be able to see this girl's boob come out, and then everyone got it, and now it's just like
I feel like you're getting confused between YouTube and RedTube.
no,
They're two different things.
no, it's YouTube.
YouTube.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, there you have it. You know, you learn
What is
something new.
RedTube?
It's a site.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what else is a site?
What?
highstreetcafe.com.au. Look it up. Yeah, have a peek, and you can see them. Good friends, good coffee down across there at High Street Cafe.
High Street
Kensington.
Cafe.
We'll pop a link in the bio.
Just don't go there when it's raining. It's too busy on Port Roche Road. Bit of rain today going on. Bit of a wet day today.
No, go there anytime.
Yeah, go there anytime. They
Why
have
would you
indoor
say
seating.
that?
They have indoor seating as well.
They actually have they've just got this new marquee type thing, big marquee with side things and heaters.
And heaters.
Yeah,
The heaters.
heaters. Got off Gumtree, I think they did. They
Yeah.
were saying so.
One man's trash is another man's treasure, you know?
That's right.
No,
Nah,
but-
Olympics have been great.
The Olympics have been good.
Who that Ariane Titmus
Oh, and the coach.
and the coach's celebration elite.
A crazy WWE celebration.
Yeah,
So-
and the reporter
Yeah.
even I didn't even know when he did. I was like, that is just like he's just done it because like so like excited. Did you see he went through the gate and then there was the Japanese like
Officials.
security guard
Oh, yeah.
or whatever, and he wasn't allowed to go through there, and she was like so awkward. She was like,
Oh,
putting
yeah.
her arm out, and then he was like,
He's just on the gate like,
and then she was like looking at him, and then she went to awkwardly clap, and she clapped a few times, and then she
Brought
like
it
went back, like, what is going on?
because he went. There was like a
just going so
gate that
mental.
was like in between it, and he went past the
Yeah,
gate.
he pushed the gate and went through it. Psycho. It was so cool. Though.
No, you know, well done to her. Well done to her. She's
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
her.
What's that? You know that boy, and he wears the jocks and he swings through the jungle. What is it?
George of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle. He was kind of like him with the long hair and like the real like.
I've never seen George of the. If I
Oh,
see
neither
it,
have I. I've just seen. It
just
just seemed
seen
like very
vibes.
jungle like when he,
Yeah.
did it, you know.
that
I don't
was
know. But,
strange comment.
yeah, probably doesn't relevant.
No, but I'm gonna miss the Olympics when they leave. You know, the opening ceremony was a bit of an anticlimactic
Oh,
one.
dude, I stayed up all night watching it, right? And I was like, I'm just waiting for the lighting of the flame because, like, the lighting of the flame is like the pinnacle of any Olympics opening ceremony. Like, Australia, literally probably one of the best. Like water with Kathy Freeman, like fire and water. Like she went down in the water type thing, like the fountain, and she was holding the flame and lit it. And then that guy that shot the arrow into the thing on the other side of the stadium and it lit up. And like London, when they had 200 something a rose for every country, and all of them lit up, and they went up and made the
That's killer.
thing. And then, oh yeah, let's just get Naomi Osaka to walk up these stairs and just put the flame on this thing and let it light up, and then just turn around and stand there and smile.
I think
Do something cool. You're robots.
Yeah, but did you see their flame?
Oh, did you see their
like,
drones?
The flame like opening. I think that like it could have been done a lot quicker. Like waiting for the stairs to open up. She was just standing there. The stairs were literally there. Start climbing them. You know.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like a cool volcano type thing when I was looking at it, because it was like all coloured, and then it was kind of like in a volcano shape, and then just the ball. Do you see the drone thing though? When they flew like over 200 drones up into the sky, and they made.
I made like pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
crazy.
cool.
I'm not surprised Japan did that.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what's weird? They added this year surfing to the Olympics, which is coincidental because like Japan have some pretty big waves. They've got some pretty big waves, Japan. You know, like Fukushima waves.
Oh, that's not.
They meant to have a typhoon, which would have been good for the surfing.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good for the beach volleyball because there wouldn't be no beach. You know, the water's all up. Well, there's no beach when there's a tsunami. Bit of water doesn't hurt unless you're driving. Of course, the rain is the worst. You know what I hate about driving in the rain?
What?
The windshield wipers. They're so bad. You know what I don't understand? So I was driving today in the rain. I was counting it. There's only 2 settings for the
on
wipers.
Yours?
On my car.
I have 3.
There's only 2 on mine. One is like just that fast, and then one is 10-second intervals. Where's the 5-second interval?
I've gone in my my dad's car a few times. He has 3 settings, right? And it's like the timing of all of them are like so out. His first one, I counted 15 seconds between wipes. What's the point of even having it? Like it goes down and it waits there for 15 seconds. Like my windscreen's drenched with water, and then it wipes it away, right? And then the next setting is like times that by like quicker.
Yeah.
But by like 10, and it's like so it goes from 15 seconds and it just goes, and then like that quick, and then it just goes into another one where it's just.
What's the whole point of having?
And I was like, why is
two
there no in
fast
between?
ones?
Why is there no in between?
Oh, that's what annoys me the most about it. It's like car companies, if you're listening.
Because if it's too quick, the second setting's too quick. So when it's spinning, like a bit more than spinning, it starts screeching your windscreen.
Yeah.
But then the slow one, it's too slow and your windscreen fills up. So then you just have to manually do it.
That's what you do.
Every
you
8
always
seconds.
you always manually do it.
Yeah, because it's too slow.
No, so car companies, if you're listening, Toyota, if you're listening,
Sponsor us first.
yeah,
and then also
fix
your
it.
Fix your windscreen.
So probably
If you sponsor us, we'll give you ideas, and then we can form a partnership.
yeah, but look, I've only got 2 settings. It's probably because I'm driving a 2007.
And
Toyota
also, we
Corolla.
only have one sponsor, High Street Cafe Kensington.
Yes, but I'm sure I would be more than happy if like Toyota jumped on board. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like we can just have a car in there. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that's probably all from us.
We've done a fair bit.
Huh?
We've done a fair bit this episode, I reckon.
And what you'll find with our podcast, we're going to have segments in the future and probably go a bit longer than what we have today. But we're also going to be, at the end of each of our video, we had a sign-off. Do you want to just explain a little bit about our sign-off?
So we just want to basically, we want to thank the people in this world that do the things that just keep it turning, you know?
Yeah.
You know,
do them small things that, might keep businesses running, make everyone seem like better people.
You know? That's basically what this is what is it? Our sign out segment?
Our sign out. We call it a sign off.
The sign off.
The sign off. We just call it the sign off.
The sign off.
And we'll do it at the end of every video, and it'll be different every time. So, if you don't like the rest of the video, just listen to it to get to the end.
Yeah. So before we end, I want to sign off to those people that go out to the supermarket and they buy banana flavoured milk, You're the reason Farmers Union is still in business, You're the reason.
I don't know about Farmers Union, but I
don't even know if Farmers
banana
do they even sell
milk
them?
companies in general.
Yeah, but what are the companies I can't even think of the companies that sell banana milk.
Oak? Oat?
No, there's only one. There's only one company.
No, there's a few.
Well, thank you to those people. Though. You know, you're truly keeping the banana industry in business. You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
We've missed something.
What have we missed?
220.
Oh yeah, true. Before we sign off,
Before we sign off, Daniel will do that all again.
No, I won't do that again. But
we won't do it again.
I want to
But just
explain.
quickly.
I want to explain this for you.
Okay.
Because Kylan's gonna be so. He's behind this masterpiece of a charity that he's got going on.
How about that?
Kylan has his very own charity set up, 220 for Tammy, bike ride for his late mother Tammy, who died of lung cancer, and he's doing a bike ride, a big bike ride. So he rode 220 kilometres from Adelaide to Barmera. Class, I don't think I could ever do that.
Yeah.
And now he's riding
Next year,
over 2,000 kilometres.
2,200. So, keep the name alive.
2,200 for Tammy. He'll be changing.
No, it's just 220 for Tammy, but it will be 2,200 kilometres from Gold Coast to Adelaide, Australia. If you we're going to chuck in this video now, which is a bit of our promo video. But if you also want to
sponsor.
If you want to sponsor us, we'll leave the website link in the bio below, and you can also contact this this email here or this phone number.
Yeah,
if you're watching.
We'll chuck in the bio.
And we might be able to chuck it in the video too.
Yeah, I'm editing,
maybe,
so
So 320fortammy.com. If you want to see the website, but we just want to raise as much money as possible. So anyway, here's the video.
220 for Tammy, it's not just a fundraiser, it's a social gathering for people to come together and, try and beat this together. Our aim's to get onto early detection of cancer and, even beat it all together is the plan, and, that's just my hope, just to go bigger and better. The inspiration for the ride was our mum passing away from cancer in late 2016, and she always wondered through her battle why it couldn't be picked up earlier. So I just want to help other families to not go through the heartbreak that we did. Us four brothers have decided to raise funds by riding the 2,200 kilometre stretch from the Gold Coast to Adelaide. It's not just about our ride, it's about all of us coming together to beat it. It's not just about the ride itself. I just want us to unite together and, do some amazing stuff. A sponsor or even someone that just gives a little bit to us. If we have news and television jumping on board, then the publicity they're getting is amazing. And I think it'll be worthwhile for them, and also the sense of achievement that people and companies can get by, giving. I can't self-fund it all. I'm only 18 years old. I can't do that. I need help from everyone, as many people as possible, and the achievement that they can get out of sponsoring us. And it's not just about them getting their publicity, it's about helping out, coming together with all of the community as well, all of Australia or all of these states to do something really good.
And now we're back in. Now we're back to the sign-off segment now.
I've done my sign-off.
You've
done your banana milk.
Thank you to Banana People.
I don't know if mine's as good as yours, but mine is a sign-off, and it's to all the people that bring their trolleys back to the bays. They are what's really, that's pride, and that is just, I love them.
If people didn't do that, this is the Earth normally. If people didn't do that, it would just stop.
It would.
It would.
And that's right. It wouldn't keep moving.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have anywhere to park your car.
For
starters.
No respect to the people that just leave them on the streets.
Oh yeah.
Disgusting.
I know. If you're gonna do it, chuck it in the river. That's what I do.
Everything gets chucked in a river here.
Yeah. Don't touch our rivers.
Yeah, leave the river torrents alone. People used to swim in that.
Don't swim in that now.
The only thing swimming in that are offo bikes.
Anyway, so thank you to all them people, and you're what's right with this world. Anyway, that's all from us at 2.5 Men. Thank you to High Street Cafe, and thank you for listening. Don't forget to share and comment 2 people's names for that chance to win the 10% off. And I'm going to be deciding who gets it as well. I've made the executive decision. You can do the 10% off. I don't do free coffee. No, thank you for listening, guys. All right, thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of. I don't know how do you just end a podcast? Do we just go? Never done one. I've never ended a podcast. Never ended it either. Maybe we just end it without saying anything.
Yeah, and then we'll work on it. Okay.
Have we ended it?
Yeah, I've ended it. Right, have we ended it? I don't even know if this is going to go on the video now.
Is that good? Or do we say goodbye? Should we just say goodbye?